Hello students, the previous class we understood how to cut the gears per gear, and today's class we will understand how to make a square groove in the shaping machine. So this exercise number 6, square groove. The aim of the experiment is to make a square groove as per the specifications given in the drawing. So this is the drawing given using a shaper machine tool. The tools required is punch, hammer, steel loom, shaping machine, etc. Material is aluminium. The operations performed is measuring, marking, punching. That is, first you have to measure. So given block, this is a square block, 50, 50, 50. Length, breadth, height is 50, 50, 50. So this block, square block, will be some irregular shape. So you have to make it a length 50, height 50, breadth 50. All perfectly you have to make it. You have to, by measuring, you have to just measure 50, 50. And extra material you have to remove by shaping machine. Next you have to mark it, because the marking from here 15 mm, from this side 15 mm. So totally 30. Remaining is 20. So this 20 mm square. And height of the square groove is 5 mm. Height of the square groove is 5 mm. So this entire groove you have to make it using a shaper machine. So first you have to plane it, surface you have to plane it, then you have to glue it using a shaper machine. So what is the use of shaper machine? First you will understand the use of shaper. Shaper is used to make the flat surfaces, or to make some V-grooves, to make a keyways, notches. So that is why the shaper machine tool is used. Planer is also the same thing. So shaper and planer, both the machines are used to make the flatten the surface. So by this shaper you can just make a grooves, notches, some pockets. You can cut the pockets also in case of the shaper. Small holes you can make it. So but this cannot be done in the lathe machine. The reason behind this, so there we use the cylindrical job in the case of lathe, but here we use rectangular or a square jobs. So the shaper, the workpiece is stationary, but in the case of lathe, cylindrical workpiece is rotating. So tool is stationary, but here in the case of shaper, tool is reciprocating forward and backward, but workpiece is stationary. The same case for the planer also. So planer, but in planer you can do a big size workpieces compared to the shaper. So the planer, what is happening is workpiece is reciprocating, tool is stationary. Workpiece is reciprocating, tool is stationary. So you can remove the material from the long size workpieces. So that is what the function of a planer. So they will ask question, what is the difference between a shaper and a planer? In shaper, workpiece is stationary. In shaper, workpiece is stationary. Tool is reciprocating. But in the planer, what is happening? The planer, workpiece is reciprocating. Tool is stationary. So this major difference you have to understand. But the function of the two machines, shaping machine, planing machine, both are the same. To make the flatten the surface, level the surface, to make a grooves, to make a notches, keyways. All these are the operations we can do in the shaping machine and the planing machine. So now we can go for the demonstration in the machine, shaper machine. So this is a shaper machine too. So in our lab, two machines are there, shaper machine, this one machine and that shaper machine, two machine tools are there. Shaper machine tool. So one more, two machines are this one and here, shaper machine tool. So various parts, main important part of the shaper is ram. So this is the ram, and here is this is the clapper box. The clapper box, and this is the tool, the cutting tool, made up of high-speed steel, and this is the work table, and here you have elevating screw. So this is the elevating screw. So this is a base, this is a column, the main parts of the shaper. So here we have to fix the workpiece. This is a square workpiece. You have to fix the workpiece. The fixture is a fixture. You have to tight this. With the help of the spanner, you have to tight this, and you have to make switch on the machine. The RAM, it will reciprocate forward and backward direction. You have to adjust the stroke length. This is stroke length. So this is the tool we are using. You just lose this, you can adjust this stroke length. That is how much length the RAM has to be.
You welcome. The rectangle. So rectangular object which has been kept in a vise and it has been tightened fully. So on which on this workpiece we are going to have an operation. The first operation is planing. Planing operation. So we are going to have a planing operation on the each and every face of the object. So this is a table which we can move so in to and fro, right? So we have one more table. This can be moved like this. So initially, before turning on the machine, we should have some alignment between the tool and the workpiece. It's a single point cutting tool. Is made up of HSS. So now we will start a machine. So that is the depth of cut. Depth of cut given. The tool will be moving downwards. So we should have a contact between the tool and workpiece. You make sure that not much depth of cut will be given to the process. So about 0.5 mm depth of cut will be given. So the RAM is moving to and fro. So moving a forward in forward direction, it is cutting a material. You just have a look at this. During backward direction, there will be no cutting process. The RAM movement during cutting operation will take a lot of time, and during a backward motion, it takes less time because it is not going to cut any material. So look at this. What means we have an irregular surface that we are giving a plane. We are making a plane surface of object. So during this process, this table will be moved in this direction so that the tool will be moving. We have produced the plane surface on the object by removing an irregular surfaces. So these are we have been produced the plane surface on the object. So like this we can produce the plane surface on all the sides of the object. The same plane surface we can have on this object, this side. So same plane and on all the sides of the object we can produce a plane surface. So one of the important objective of this shaper machine is to produce a plane surface on the object. So in addition to this, we have again few more operations we can perform in this shaper machine. So we can produce a V grooves. We can produce a V shape of the groove on the object. We can produce a rectangular grooves. We can produce a keyways and slots also we can produce on this object. So now we will have one more operation on the same side of the object. So we will try to produce grooves, either rectangular or V groove. Rectangular box which is about 50 mm. So according to the diagram what we have drawn on the board, so now we will try to mark it. So we will take 15 mm from the one side. So this is about 50 mm. So according to our the experiment, so we need to have a rectangular groove about 20 mm length and 5 mm depth thickness. So it is about 50 mm. So we have taken 15 mm from the left hand side and 15 mm from the other side. So the remaining is 20 mm, in which we are going to have a 5 mm depth. So we will try to have a rectangular groove in this area. So now we'll have a mark of 5 mm. So we'll take 5 mm depth. So this whole process is called measuring and marking. So we measured and we marked according to our desired shape. So on both the sides you have to take in 5 mm. So the measuring and marking is over now, and we will go to the machine and we will have a process.
Coming to gluing tool.
So now we will change the tool. So we have been changed the tool. This is a grooving tool. So one more shaper machine in which we can find the grooving tool. So which is already been set. So now we will try to fix up the workpiece in a table. So based on the size of the workpiece, we can move this table like this, and we can have a movement of the table. So the table is moving. So now we will fix up the workpiece. So workpiece should be rigidly tight. Now you can come to know the difference between lathe and shaper machine. In the lathe, the cylindrical objects have been set, and that object has been rotated. So now it is in this rectangular objects can be fixed in table, and that workpiece can be moved.
ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೊಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫೈಲ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ.
So during forward stroke, the tool removes the material, and during backward stroke, it is idle. this process should be continued till we reach a desired depth, say about 5 mm. So now we have been produced the desired shape of rectangular groove on the plane surface. So now we will remove the workpiece and we'll show you how the groove has been produced. So look at this, the object. So we have been produced a rectangular groove of about 5 mm depth and 20 mm in length. Same kind, this is a model experiment number 6 we have. So same kind we'll try to produce the V groove. So that is in next experiment number 7. So this is after producing the rectangular groove. So this is an experiment only. So we can produce any kind of grooves and of any depth or any thickness. So same kind we can produce it. So this is all about the experiment number 6 in a shaper machine. So now in the next class we will have the V grooves, producing of V grooves on the plane surface. Thank you. So this is experiment number 7. So V groove, producing of V groove on a shaper machine. So aim is to make a V groove as per the specifications given in the diagram using shaper. The specifications are given in the diagram is you need to produce a V groove in a specimen of 50 mm. So it is about 50 mm depth, width and height. So in 50 mm object we are going to produce a 10 mm depth of V groove, about 20 mm in length. So now it is about totally it is about 50 mm. So in this 50 mm we will leave 15 mm each side, so the remaining will be 20. In this 20 mm we will have a 10 mm depth of cut and we will try to produce a V groove. So the tools required are here is a punch, hammer, steel rule, a shaper machine. The punch, hammer and steel rules are for measuring and marking on the object. The punch is used to have a marking. The steel rule is used to have a measuring. The operations performed are measuring, marking and punching. So we'll be having an object, a raw material in which we need to produce a V-shaped groove. So first and foremost thing is the step is a measuring. The second, after measuring we need to have a marking so that it should not shade out during an operation. So once it has been measured and marked, we need to have a punch. So in the area on which we need to perform a cutting of shaping operation. So same kind of experiment what we have discussed in the previous class, that is experiment number 6. So in which we have been produced the square groove and now we will try to produce a V groove. So now let us move on to the machine itself and now we will look at the parts of the machine and we will set up and 45 degree angle and we will try to produce a V groove. Pause mode. So we are going to have an first process is measuring. So measure the surface on which we are going to produce a V groove. So 15 mm each side will be left and the remaining will be 20 mm. So on that 20 mm length, we are going to produce a 10 mm depth of V groove. So this is how we can leave a 15 mm space on both sides. So now we will have a 10 mm depth. So mark a 10 mm. So take a center point. So join that point with the lines. So now we are marking the V groove on the object. So that material is going to remove. So it should be marked on both sides. So 10 mm has been marked here. So again make an V shape by taking a center point. So now it is ready. So this is the area we need to remove a material so that we can produce a V-shaped groove. So now we'll move on to the machine and we'll try to have an operation. So now we are going to fix up the object in a table. So look at how the object has been placed in a table or a vise. So once it is placed in a vise, it should be tight. So in order to produce V groove on the object, we need to set an angle of 45 degree for the tool. So now we will look at how to set the 45 degree for a tool. So look at this. This part of a ram can be tilted and we can set at any angle so that we can produce angular shapes on the objects. So now we have loose the screws, bolts. So now we'll try to have a rotation of the tool post. So now we'll set an angle of 45 degree. So look at this, we have an angle. Let it 40.
Let it 40, 45. Okay. Correct.
So now we'll set 45 degree angle.
Correct.
Look at this, we have set at an angle of 45 degree. So the tool has been tilted to 45 degree.
No, tool is 90 degree. Tool 90 degree. Tool 90 degree. Tool over 45 degree. It's straight over. Tool straight over.
ಈಗ 45 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಗೈತೆ. So from this, with the help of clapper, we'll remove tool and we'll set it at 90 degree. So this is how we can operate the clapper. So now we can place again the tool at 90 degree. We have made an angle for the tool post 45 degree. So try to have an the tool should align with the line. So the tool point should align with the line. So now we'll give some depth of cut. So initially there will be no much depth of cut. So we should have a light contact between the workpiece and the tool. Now we'll start the machine. We should give some depth of cut. So it cuts it cuts a material in the forward stroke. So we should give some depth of cut, and during forward stroke the material will be cut. So it moves back quickly, as because there is no cutting of material in the backward stroke. So this is how it is going to remove a material. ಪಾಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಂತೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಪಾಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಂತೆ
ಪಾಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದ್ರೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ.
So at the center we have removed more material, maximum amount of material. So now we'll look at the operation exactly at the point. So we'll try to remove material at the line. So we need to keep on giving a depth of cut about 0.5 mm.
ಅದೇ ನ್ಯಾಕ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಕರೆದು ಅದೇ
So look at the object in which you have been produced. V grew about 20 mm in length and 10 mm in so about 20 mm length and 10 mm depth. So this is what about experiment number 7, producing of V grew on the rectangular object. So this is experiment number 6. So we have been produced square groove and V groove on the same object. Right, we have been finished 6th and 7th experiment in a shaper machine. So this is how we need to produce the groove of rectangular and V shape.